All right. Welcome back to the bum. You good, dude?
Yeah, dude, I'm just looking at those.
Oh, those are just some random thoughts I threw down.
Okay.
We can take a peek at those.
Yeah.
Oh, why does it look so shitty? Why is it so grainy? That's interesting. Oh, it fixed itself. Good. We're fine. Happy Super Bowl hangover day. Happy.
Should be a national holiday.
Should be a national holiday. This is probably the day that most people claim should be a national holiday out of every other day.
Right.
Some people say, hey, go ahead, mess around with it. Do what you gotta do.
I'm good now.
You good now?
I'm good now.
You good? You guys love messing around with the mics. Jenna has the headphones. She can't wear the headphones.
I can't wear the headphones.
I don't know. What, just don't like the voice?
It hurts my ears after time.
Maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. What's up, everyone on TikTok? How we doing? Everyone on YouTube, what's up? There's a weird notification over there. I don't feel like checking, so I'll just be reading the chat from here. Good news is we set up voicemails.
We have that for today?
No, don't have it for, but like it's set. The Dropbox is set up.
That's dope.
So I haven't made that public yet. I haven't put that out into the world. But actually, you know what? I'm changing this volume on this because it is bothering me. We're gonna go here. There we go. That's gonna sound a little bit better. Oh my gosh, it's so much better for my ears. Hopefully it sounds all right. We'll see. But we have voicemail set up. I will put the link out to the public. It's linked in our link tree right now if you want to just go right there. So tomorrow we have a Valentine's Day episode where Jenna's going to come in on Tuesday. She normally is on Thursday. We have Top 10 Tuesday on Thursdays now just for this week. Just switching stuff around. So we have a Valentine's Day episode. So if you want to, if you're watching TikTok or YouTube, if you want to, submit some kind of question, some kind of story, just any type of Valentine's Day related subject matter, you're more than welcome to. We will feature you live in the bum. It'll be great. So I finally got around to doing that.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
It is.
Damn.
Yeah. Let me make sure the volume now works. If you're watching TikTok. Oh, it's perfect. All right, bet. Yeah, you got Valentine's Day plans? Yeah, I can't say I do either. Just chilling. Bum of the day. Before we're gonna get into Super Bowl to break down, recap, however you want to look at it. Bum of the day though. I got a big one, and it's quite the story. I briefly told you about it, but I'll go into a little more detail today. Do you have a bum of the day? Do you want to go first? Because mine's kind of long.
Rihanna.
Your bum of the day is that a literal?
She's actually a good and a negative bum of the day.
Okay, break that one down.
Good because I liked her show a lot and I love Rihanna. Bad because she 100% copied Kanye, even played Kanye's music and didn't bring him out, which is understandable, being as he's a little bit of hot water. But you can't copy his whole show format and then not give him a little bit of.
So your downside to Rihanna's show is there wasn't enough Kanye.
No. My downside is that she 100% took the format of his previous concerts and like what he does at concerts.
He floats in the air during his concerts?
Yes. Like the floating stage thing was him, and her outfits that like all the backup dancers had on was him. Like that was all his stuff. The glasses that they were all wearing was him. She even played All of the Lights, which is Kanye's song, one of Kanye's biggest songs. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you're gonna do all that.
Okay. You could also say.
It also kind of seemed like Rihanna was like, "Yo, Kanye's still my guy."
You could also say Rihanna bump of the day, baby bump.
Baby bump. Shout out Rihanna. Shout out ASAP.
And
shout out ASAP.
And bum of the day, literal bum, still got it. Rihanna still got it. Still got it. So multiple bums of the day for Rihanna's performance. What's up, Sean? How we doing? Good to see you. Happy post Super Bowl Sunday. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, can't argue with that. Shit, I don't know how to phrase this without you. You're gonna give me a look.
I'm ready.
I'll say it like I'm not a Rihanna guy, and I say this with all due respect to Rihanna. I just never really listen to Rihanna. Like I listened to like the hits, whatever, but never like. It was always just there. She was always there. I never like. I never showed Rihanna the respect she deserves. I'll say that.
But I think you still are a Rihanna guy because even if you listen to the hits, like 75% of her stuff is hits. Hits.
And it's like that Shaq meme was like, "Whoa, sir, wasn't familiar with your game." I was like, just kind of respect. Like, whoa, she's got that many hits.
Exactly.
You forget.
I mean, you knew every song that she played at the Super Bowl, and she played what? 20 songs.
Yeah. She got. I think she got like 15 songs in there in
15?
a 13-minute interval, which is impressive. Shout out, baby number 2 for Rihanna. Yeah, good for her. And I wanna issue an official apology to Brian DeHeer, who watched the game with us. Shout out to Brian, noted member of the Unlimited crew for Battleflix.
He did call.
Within 2 seconds of Rihanna coming out, he was like, "Oh, she's pregnant," and we're like, "Whoa. You can't just be saying that." And he called it.
He did.
I've never seen that's a ballsy call. To be the first one to ask if someone's pregnant is the ballsiest call. And I think all of America went through that.
100%.
All men in America went through that process of like, can we say that? Can we? So shout out to Brian for within 2 seconds, but she's pregnant, and we're like, whoa. But she was. So
call.
Shout out to her for, congrats on the baby.
Yeah, congratulations.
Didn't she just have one?
I'm pretty sure it's their second, with A$AP
Good for
Rocky.
her, dude.
That's probably the hottest couple in America.
It's a good looking couple.
A$AP is beautiful in his own right, but Rihanna is just.
Not that I forgot how attractive Rihanna is.
She's just been gone for so long.
I feel like I hadn't seen her. It's like out of sight, out of mind. I was like, oh, yep, there she is. Drake and Josh or Zoe 101? Cool Wolf asks.
Drake and Josh, 100%. Drake and Josh was hilarious.
That's close. That's a close call.
No, it's not.
Zoe 101, better storylines for sure. Like the drama throughout like a whole season, and like it was more teen drama than just like comedy.
No. The storyline of Josh and
What, like Mindy?
Yes, the storyline of Josh and Mindy was the first storyline that you heard of. Because we like, how old were we when watching Drake and Josh? 10? 8, 8 to 10, somewhere around there. That was the first storyline where like you realized that girls being mean to you was flirting. That was like the first time you kind of realized that. You're like, oh, like
True.
Mindy was an asshole to Josh.
Yeah, and then when it flipped, that was a plot twist though. Yeah, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah.
I thought they just hated each other. So I'll give you that. But Chase and Zoe, that love story.
I never got into Zoe 101.
Oh, you should have. Well, I don't think Chase and Zoe ever got together, if I remember. Thanks for hands, dude. Good to see you. Can we talk about MGK and Megan Fox breaking up? Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can.
Let's back burner. We're gonna put that on the back burner right now. Put a pin in it. Chase. It's actually crazy that this show pulled it off, because normally like you have like the two leads and like they're eventually gonna end up together. It's like the new girl, like they're always gonna end up together. Nick and Jess are gonna end up together eventually, but Chase and Zoe never ended up together, and he was always like he was always so close. Didn't he cheat, or am I making things up?
They did date?
I don't think so. Because the biggest storyline I remember is the time capsule. So they have a time capsule.
I remember that.
That episode goes so hard. They had a time capsule episode where he recorded a video of like, confessing his love to Zoe. And
she recorded it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm mixing it up. She recorded. And why didn't she just like tell?
Because she was a bitch.
Was Zoe a bitch?
Kind of.
Damn.
She was just leading my guy along.
This will be a tough realization for me if this is true.
Yeah. I watched that show strictly for Logan. You remember Logan?
Oh.
That asshole?
Yeah, you like
He was
the
hilarious,
worst, dude.
I'll see clips like on my TikTok every now and then of like Logan being a dick.
What?
And some of the stuff that he said was so out of pocket that we didn't realize at like a young age. But looking back at it now, it's just like, it's so funny.
That's crazy to watch that show.
It is so
That's like watching Rocky and rooting for Drago. Just be like, I hope he pulls it out, man. If he dies, he dies. It's boxing, dude. Like, what?
It was hilarious.
Now
I remembered some of the clips.
I was always rooting for Chase, man. Always, and he just never really pulled it off. Fun fact: they filmed Zoe 102. They're doing a sequel. They're doing Zoe 102.
What does that mean?
Like this a sequel.
Like,
most of the
it's
people
gonna
are.
be their kids, or it's gonna be like.
I think most people are returning. I don't know what the setup is.
So many sequels are happening from like that '90s show.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
I've heard that's
80s
not
show.
terrible. Maybe I'm making that up. I thought I saw something where it said it's not terrible. I don't know. And then what's another remake? I mean, they remade iCarly and made it like cool, like you can curse, like Carly curses now. It's crazy. It's stupid.
Well, they did the Velma show.
The Velma,
That
which just got
sucked.
it just got renewed for a second season. Who's watching
I
that?
thought everybody hated it.
Who's enjoying that show? It literally just got renewed for a second season.
Didn't they turn Scooby Doo into like a chick?
I think yeah.
How do you turn the dog Scooby Doo, like the main character,
Yeah.
into a completely different character?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They're
crazy.
messing with our childhood. The one episode where Chase's grandma dies and Zoe sits outside with him while it's raining was a kill. Yeah, there were some like deep storylines and like it was way more drama than comedy than Drake and Josh was. So I'll give him that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a close call. I'll give the slight edge of Zoe 101 there.
Stop it. Drake and Josh was good.
Better writing.
Drake and Josh.
Better writing.
Bro, the storyline of Drake and Josh when they like decide like Josh bets Drake basically that he needs him more than
Oh yeah.
like
And then
you know what I'm saying?
Drake gives that full like monologue in the classroom.
tears.
It's good. It's
Tears.
good. I'm not saying it's not a good show. I like both. I think both are phenomenal shows. So, is what it is. We want to talk about MGK and Megan Fox.
So MGK definitely putting it out there now before anything comes out. 100% cheated on her
Yeah,
multiple times, probably multiple women, which is crazy because it's Megan,
Megan
Fox.
Fox. How
It just goes to show that
men are the worst.
men are the worst.
Men are the worst.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion.
I mean, I never liked them together anyway. I think everybody kind of ended up hating them.
Yeah, no one liked
No
them
one
together.
liked them. Like
no
everyone,
one.
like when it first happened, people were kind of on the train, and then they were drinking each other's blood, and we were like, all right,
Yeah, it was like, well, hey, maybe like not.
it's a little much.
Like, there's some boundaries. Let's just not do that. You don't do that, you'll be all right.
Right.
I really don't have much on them. Don't really care.
They're just weird, man. Like she called him Buddha.
Yeah,
You ever see that clip?
I think Megan Fox might be weirder than MGK.
I'm
But we
not- I wouldn't be
we have
surprised.
goggles on because she's beautiful.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We have guy goggles on because she's gorgeous, and it just masks the weirdness.
And
You ever
she does some
you've
weird shit.
every guy's done that where a girl is conventionally attractive, and you look past a little bit like they're weird. They're a weird person.
I mean, it's cool to be kind of weird. Like, it's cool to be weird, but like, it's not cool to be like, I'm gonna
Drink your blood weird.
and call you a Hindu god. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's pretty not chill. I'll put that in the not chill category
That's
for
like-
sure.
It goes weird, and then automatically not chill.
Yeah, I think she might be weirder than him.
But is she not chill?
I wouldn't be shocked if it was her idea. All that stuff. Like she
Drinking
was.
the blood?
She was like the leader, and he just. I find
He
it
was
hard.
weird way before because I feel like he kind of made her turn like in the limelight.
Okay, but I find it hard to believe that Megan Fox is in a relationship where she's not in full control. She's not doing anything she doesn't want to do. If I'm Megan Fox, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do.
I don't know.
So
That's a slippery slope that we could go down.
very slippery slope. But I think she's in full control there. She said that she manifested him. Yeah, it's a good point. Megan Fox said like she manifested.
The relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in that. You can manifest shit.
Yeah.
What if you say it enough, it'll happen.
Yeah, just make it happen.
exactly.
All right, well, I need to get my bum of the day before we get in the Super Bowl. My bum of the day is my Uber. I believe his name was I'm gonna mess it up. It was either Kyle or Kevin, and that becomes important when I get to the story.
Yeah.
So we're talking Saturday night, downtown Indy. Set the stage. Downtown Indy.
Hold on. Maybe shout out Drew Thiemann.
Yeah, let's clap it up for our buddies Drew and Erica who are engaged. Yeah, Yeah, I have some thoughts on just like engagements in general down the road, which we can get to. But yeah, shout out to Drew and Erica. Congratulations. Very happy couple. Very excited for them. But after that night, we're celebrating all night. One of the best nights I've had in a long time. I was just pure positive vibes the whole time. Like, didn't go past the point where like I was miserable the next day. I was fine.
That's great.
It was just I was surviving strictly on like vibes. Like up till like 3:30, almost 4 a.m. Woke up at like 9, got breakfast, and it was just vibes. It was great.
It's a great day.
But anyways, I have to Uber home by myself at it's probably almost 3 at this point. Downtown Indy. I'm like right outside the bar. And my friends have to walk to their car. They're going to a different place. And I was like, guys, my Uber's here in 5 minutes. Just go. I'll wait. Whatever. And I'll just text you when the Uber's here. So that happens. I have to kill time. Like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just by myself sitting there killing time before this Uber shows up. So I'm just kind of sitting. I'm at the point where like I'm not drunk. Kind of. I mean, like I am, but like I'm very like.
At what time? Can you hear me?
Yeah, maybe. You might need to get closer.
At what time is it?
Almost 3, maybe.
In the morning?
Yeah, 2:30, I would say.
Okay.
Like, I'm not at the point... Like, I definitely can't... I'm not driving a car.
Right.
But I'm, like, very coherent and understand what's going on. So I just avoid people. I don't want to have conversations with people right now. That's not going to happen. But then it says my Uber's, like, 1 minute away. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to stand up by the corner. Go to the corner. There's this nice young lady next to me. She's like, oh, you wait for Uber too? I was like, yeah, it should be here any second. And she's struggling, man. She's not, I don't think she was like wasted or anything, but she was like, I can't get an Uber anywhere. Like Uber, like the app wasn't working or something. And as soon as she says that, my Uber pulls up.
You're like, peace.
Yeah. I was like, what do I do in that situation? She was like, oh man, we're waiting together. Like she said it in the tone, like, finally I have someone to wait with me.
Oh, you should have just let her hop in.
What? Like, was it? I don't know.
She'd be like, where are you going? She said like Carmel. Be like, oh.
Is that the etiquette in that situation?
I think that's the etiquette in that situation.
I didn't know what to do, but
then you can kind of come off as creepy.
Yeah. She said she was like, oh, like you waiting too? Like we're gonna wait together. 10 seconds later, I was like, I think that's my Uber, and I didn't know. I felt so bad. This lady, I mean, like if you're watching right now, I hope you're all right. I would guess 27.
She was just alone?
20, yeah, she's by herself.
Downtown Indy?
Yeah, I think her friends had just like left like a couple minutes ago from the people watching I was doing.
She's got bad friends.
Yeah, I don't know, but I felt really bad for her because I was like, I gotta go. Like I'm gonna wait for this Uber. Like I can't wait with you anymore. Hope you're okay. So that's part of that story. But then the real bum of the day, bum of the weekend, is my boy Kyle / Kevin. So I'll assume it was Kevin. So here's what happened. Here's our interaction. I get in the car. Kevin? And then he goes, it's Kyle. So I go, off to a great start.
Yeah.
I go, oh, for Wyatt? Like, yeah, okay. Made sure it was my ride. Because, like, didn't want to mess that up. Hop on in, sit in the car. And then it dawns on me, I'm like, okay, I got a 45-minute car ride.
Yeah.
At 2:30, I need to start a conversation. Just like I need to have some social interaction or else this is going to be brutal. So, you driving much tonight? Nope.
Why? It's 2:30, man. What do you expect from this guy?
Give me something, dude.
I would do the same thing. I would turn on the music at least.
That's the thing. No music.
You can't.
Silence.
You can't drive in a car.
Absolute dead silence. What's up, Michael? How we doing?
Maybe he just got divorced.
Huh?
Maybe he just went through a breakup or something.
Why would you jump to divorce?
I don't know. How old was the guy?
Couldn't tell you.
Over 40?
Dude, I would say 32.
Maybe he got divorced.
Maybe. You know what, Jake? You're right. You're right. You're right. Maybe. Play some music.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, okay, didn't answer that one. I was like, oh, like you drive mostly around downtown, which is where he picked me up.
Uh-huh.
Easy yes answer.
Yes.
Nope. I was like, I was pushed back. I was like, dude, what do you mean? You just picked me up downtown. Like, what is happening? And I asked one more question. I was trying to remember what it was, but I couldn't. But it was another one-word answer, and then I just committed to the silence.
That's what you gotta do.
I committed to the silence, and for 35 minutes after that, dead. I'm like, it's holding your breath silence.
Yeah.
Where like I was like,
This
I
is
mean,
crazy.
he's not going to kidnap me, but if he did, this would be the vibe.
Yeah.
That was the vibe. He set the vibe perfectly. I was like, dude, like you should be an actor. Like you're killing the game right now.
Maybe that's what he was doing.
He's role playing
yeah.
or not method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Could be.
preparing for a role as a kidnapping Uber.
Shit.
Honestly, give him every
you see
award.
the trailer in 2 weeks.
The boo Uber, the boo, like scary boo. We're workshopping it.
That was bad.
Yeah, but then so this guy, that's my bum of the day.
Fair enough.
It's negative on my part. I'm sure he had a great time because he was just locked into the road. I've never seen anyone like it. He was making you think about life. Yes, he was. So that's my bum of the day. Let me catch up real quick. Super Bowl sucked. Bad ending. I'm angry. FanDuel bamboozled me.
That's a crazy, crazy take.
Interesting
I understand
take,
the FanDuel
Meeks.
thing. That did suck. The FanDuel kick sucked. But that was a great game.
Wait. Hello, it's the Clam. Did you see my commercial last night during the Super Bowl? Maya Rudolph was in it with the Clam. Have you heard of me? The Clam.
That was weird.
I don't remember that one.
It was the M&M's one where they said that clams were in M&M's now, and they were trying to make it like gross.
Didn't see that. For some reason I
And it
didn't.
was Maya, what's her name? Rudolph or
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph.
And it was weird. It was a bad commercial. It was a bad commercial.
Do you want to start Super Bowl talk with the commercials?
Yeah. What was your favorite commercial?
I give a lot of credit to was it Tubi or whatever that. I give a lot of credit to them.
That was crazy.
Ballsy,
That was crazy.
ballsy move.
Ballsy move.
Was the beginning of the fourth quarter to have a commercial where everyone in America thinks their TV just broke.
How many people do you think in America ended up in the hospital because a family member did like something physical to them because they thought they had the remote and were changing to, because it's over under probably 5.5.
Lower. I'd set the line at 1.5.
But
Hospitalizations.
like somebody threw a baseball at their head, or somebody tugged on their tongue too much because they thought they had the remote.
Again, I think that line's at 1.5, maybe a
it's
half.
upper.
Hospitalizations.
Yeah. You go to the hospital pretty easy.
A lot of people.
You need some stitches? Go to the
Yeah.
hospital.
Fix it. Just throw a
I can
baseball.
see it, dude, especially in Philly. Philly fans are crazy.
Who's messing with the remote?
Philly
Bang.
fans are not. Philly fans are not.
Bang. Collateral damage. Just double doink.
How crazy is it though that like Super Bowl commercials have such a hold on people that if any other game, if it was a commercial and that happened, you'd be like, oh, it's nothing. But Super Bowl commercials,
It's almost gotten so far where somehow they have been able to make Super Bowl commercials a topic of conversation to the point where it's increased the value of them. Where it's become like noted, like, all right, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl and then we're going to talk about the commercials, which is interesting
it's crazy.
because I'm sure the value is obviously there just based off eyeballs now because like it's the most watched sporting event of the year. But that value has to increase just because like you're going to talk about commercials, good or bad, no matter what. It's just become public discourse now, which is interesting.
The one that really creeped me out, the Tubi one, was the bunny, the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Where
that
the
was
bunnies were
weird.
just kidnapping people.
Yeah, it's like you were going to go down the rabbit hole that you actually like or something like
And like
that.
the bunny was like kind of terrifying.
It's Donnie Darko. It looked like a Donnie Darko
That
bunny.
was kind of terrifying.
By far the worst commercial, though. I think you would agree with me. The Gronk kick.
Oh,
That was the worst part of the Super Bowl.
That was horrible. Everybody was so excited because we thought he was gonna be out on the real field. Doing it.
Yeah. And
And it was recorded, and I think he made it.
I thought he made
I thought he made it.
that was
I thought
my
he made it.
takeaway. I thought he made it. Like watching it live, even though that was the biggest thing, it wasn't even
It
live.
wasn't live.
I thought he made it. I really did think he made that kick.
Yeah.
I would need to see some replays.
How hard could it have been to just do it?
Just run him out
Like
there
have
real
like
quick.
a 30-second little thing.
It doesn't even have to be on the field. Like I would have.
Yeah. Like,
And I get it. Like they were going to give you a bonus no matter what. That's fine.
yeah, but don't
But-
make it something.
But yeah, don't make it like a joke.
Right.
Like, oh, got you. Here's your money, anyways. No, I want that. You're
want
talking to gamblers.
You want the
Your
real thing.
your audience, yeah, your audience is literally gamblers. So give us what we want.
Yeah.
That was just my concern. I hated that so much. Y'all want to hear a joke? Sure. Bolt something. Tell us a joke.
Let me. I need to see. There's one commercial.
Bless you.
There's one commercial I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember it for the life of me.
This vitamin water is kind of good. I got vitamin water.
You're
gets-
drinking vitamin water?
I'm drinking vitamin water from Moe's.
Remember when V8 was a thing?
Yeah.
That's
I
disgusting.
never bought into V8.
I didn't either. I saw we saw one commercial and we were like, damn, that was a good ass commercial.
Was it the
Busch
Wahlberg
Light was
Wahlberg
good.
one?
The Busch Light one was good. Where they like made fun of, like, hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin, and with $1 you can save this animal's life.
Why?
Like a
I
wolf.
just don't remember watching that.
Oh, it was such a fun.
Are you talking about the Blue Moon one?
Blue Moon one.
Where it was like
That
Miller
was the
Lite,
best.
Coors Light?
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was weird. I don't know how successful a commercial. It was entertaining.
I did not think it'd be Blue Moon. Out of
Yeah.
all the beers that compete with Miller Lite and Coors Light,
Yeah.
I did not think Blue Moon.
From a consumer standpoint, I think it was awesome. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
But I don't think I probably can't be beneficial to have two competitors in your commercial.
Oh no, I think it is.
Uh,
Because now you're gonna think about it. Because I mean, Miller Lite and Coors Light are definitely more profitable than Blue Moon.
yeah.
So now next time you go to buy Miller Lite or Coors Light, whatever you drink, back your mind.
Think,
You're gonna have Blue Moon.
Blue Moon won that commercial.
Blue Moon won that commercial.
The commercial. Meek said he got $5 from that bonus. I got $10 from the Gronk kick. I'll
Yeah, I
say
got a
that.
free bet, $10.
I got $10. He got it this morning. I threw it on Walker Kessler over points and rebounds, 23.5. So if you want to ride with me tonight, hop on that. But one more thing I just saw. Oh, the Jack Harlow Doritos commercial. That was decent. Doritos always they do all right.
We didn't get a Budweiser commercial this year.
Did we not?
No. You know, every year they got like the horses and it's like really heartwarming and stuff.
Oh, I can't really remember.
We didn't get it.
Oh, speaking of drinks, again, before we'll do the back half of the show, Super Bowl talk. Here's a question I have for you. Let's say you're ordering food for someone else. You're offering to go get food for someone, and they send you an order for food, and the drink or the food order comes with like a free drink, and you have those Coke machines that have all the drinks ever. That person didn't specify what drink. What do you get? What's
Depends on who it is.
What's a neutral drink?
Is this a female?
Yes.
Diet Coke.
Really?
Every time.
See,
I'm doubling down if they're blonde.
okay. So you're just guessing and hoping they like it.
Yeah. I did a taste test. Jenna had to drive me home on Sunday because we were all partying at Jenna's and she ended up having to drive me home. And we went to the gas station. I got a Red Bull and she was like, "Can you give me a Diet Coke?" I was like, "Fine, whatever." I got her a Diet Pepsi. Because I wanted to do an experiment on if they really know the difference without, knowing beforehand.
Definitely.
She tasted it and she was like,
Yeah.
"What is this?" And I was like, "No way you actually just realized that was Diet
You
Pepsi."
definitely know. I'm not even a big Coke Pepsi drinker, but I definitely know there's a difference.
I don't
We did a taste test like last summer on the show. We did off-brand Coke, like whatever they called it,
Oh, like K.
like K or like whatever. Pepsi, Diet Coke, like Diet Pepsi, all that stuff, and I was pretty solid on all that.
That's crazy.
But so you go Diet Coke.
If it's a girl,
So that's interesting because I feel like that's something someone can have a strong opinion on.
I don't know a lot of.
Because
girls that don't
some
like
people like Pepsi, prefer Pepsi. Like that's a decent like argument to have. Some people prefer one or the other.
Yeah.
I go lemonade.
You're wild.
I feel like that's the least problematic.
At what time in the morning?
Lunchtime. It's just lunchtime.
That's crazy.
You see,
You're going Dr. Pepper. Fuck out of here.
For me,
you know you're going Dr.
well,
Pepper.
yeah, for me, I'm getting this for someone else and trying to lead.
You're going lemonade for somebody else?
That's the thing. I think that causes the least amount of potential
If you're going
issues.
into a restaurant and you got to get a drink and they didn't specify, you're just going to get them a lemonade.
No one, I'm going for high floor, not high ceiling. High floor is no one strongly hates lemonade.
I don't like lemonade at a certain
That's
time of
fine.
day.
That's fine. Some people are like, oh, I don't want lemonade right now. It's fine. But no one's like, fuck lemonade. I don't want this ever. Some people might be that with Coke because they're like, I'm a Pepsi person, hardcore. Like it's not as divisive. Lemonade doesn't have a direct competitor where they would choose an alternative.
Lemonades. How many people do you know that go to like a Panda Express or a Subway and they get lemonade?
Almost no one. But you didn't specify, and I'm not gonna try to choose what I think you would like. So I'm pulling a high floor play with lemonade.
You gotta at least go for the right answer. With
No.
lemonade, you know you're not gonna get the right answer.
No, but it's not gonna be a wrong answer.
It could be.
Because like
people out there who
here's
don't
the
like
answer. If you're like, oh, I didn't know what you wanted, so I just got you lemonade. Okay, that's it. Your best case with the Coke is like, oh my gosh, yes, I love Coke. But you could also get the alternative. Is like, do you want it? Because I'm like, I like Pepsi. I don't drink Coke. Because then you messed up. That's on you. I'd rather just not mess up.
That's crazy. I can't believe you pulled out lemonade.
Madison says, so I think
I was gonna go water.
you go water, but if you don't want to just be basic and be like, because it's a free drink that would normally cost money, you want to take advantage of that.
I'm going cherry Coke.
That's so specific.
That's so low.
I think you have to cast a broad net.
Lemonade is such a specific taste, though. Cherry Coke tastes like a lot of different.
No.
Dr. Pepper kind of tastes like cherry
No.
Coke a little bit. Yes.
No.
100%. What are you drinking?
Dr. Pepper.
I know.
Every day.
And it drinks a little bit like cherry. It tastes a little bit like cherry Coke.
No, that's a crazy take.
It's got the same like foundation.
I feel like Coke is where most people would go with that question.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just go
Lemonade's
lemonade.
a crazy answer. That's just yeah. If you ever go get me a lemonade,
It's just two different philosophies. You're go big or go home. I'm like, let's please the masses. Let's cast a wide net, high floor.
I'd be mad.
No one's like, if a stranger, like someone you barely knew, just got you a lemonade, you'd be like, okay, like
Automatically not chill.
that's crazy. I don't think it's that. You're just being dramatic now.
It's more fun.
But yeah, I was in that dilemma today, so I just got lemonade. Those Coke machines are crazy though.
They are. They got everything, dude.
I don't understand how it works.
Have you seen that TikTok of the guy who's a magician, and he's got you know the bartenders that use like Coke, he says it's Bluetooth, and somehow this video makes it look so real. He presses the button and soda just starts coming out, and it's not
connected to anything.
No, it's like it's Bluetooth, and the customer's like, "What the fuck? Like what the fuck's going on?" It's crazy. It's kind of wild.
Oh, I had one of those. My brother had. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like a fake sink contraption where the faucet like wasn't connected to anything. Like you could just like, put your hand behind the faucet, but it would look like water was coming out. And I don't remember how it worked at all. So this is gonna go nowhere. But it was really cool and it messed with my head a lot.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. And I had one of those little eagle things where you could put the beak on your finger and all the weight was in the beak. So you could hold it and the eagle would lay out here and it would look like you're just like defying physics.
I've seen one of those.
That was my favorite. I bought it at a book fair in like 3rd grade and it was my favorite purchase of all time. I would just walk around all day just like, guys, look at this. Look at my eagle. I'm better than you. And it would just like do like loop-de-loops. It was sick. All right. Super Bowl. Where do you want to start? What's like the takeaway? Like, what's the one thing you're going to remember from the Super Bowl?
Patrick Mahomes is the greatest football player of all time. no.
Wow.
I don't even. It's not. I mean, if you're gonna say Tom Brady's the greatest greatest quarterback of all time, because he's had 7 rings, then Bill Russell's the greatest basketball player of all time because he has 11 rings.
So you're just saying stay consistent? Like, if you're going to say Brady's the GOAT, say Bill's the GOAT?
Yeah.
Just base it solely
Which
off rings?
no one says. No analyst ever says Bill Russell's the GOAT. Nobody is ever going to say Bill Russell's the GOAT because he has 11 rings. Tom Brady, he's got 7 rings, yes. When you look at him and when you look at Mahomes, is Mahomes the better football player? Skill-wise, talent-wise, like just arm-wise, speed-wise, strength. The answer is yes.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think by the end of his career, he will be considered the best of all time. I don't know if he's there yet, but I think I can't hate from like saying he will get there.
Yeah.
I think if he gets, honestly, if he gets even just one more and plays 8 more years at this level, like let's say he's in 3 more, and I think he needs 2 more, which is crazy to say, like 2 more Super Bowls. He already got 2, and that's a very elite company to get 2. I think if he gets 2 more, he's...
Super Bowls are also different. They're not like, it's not like the NBA where like you can go on a quick dynasty. I feel like the NFL is a lot different in that aspect where a dynasty is much, much, much harder to have.
Yes, agree, and that I think that credits Brady. He had basically three different dynasties.
He's the greatest coach of all time. Bill Belichick and then Bruce Arians, back to back. Okay,
but
that Tampa Bay team was loaded.
Okay, but Bruce never won one before Brady.
But Bruce was like considered a top 5 coach in the NFL, top 3 coach in the NFL.
Okay, Mahomes has Andy Reid. He's a top 5 coach of all time.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Andy Reid is an amazing coach.
I mean, you give a little bit of credit with having Belichick, but I don't think
I'm a Brady hater. I am. I'll admit it. I'm a Brady hater.
Brady has somehow weaseled his way into me kind of liking him. Since leaving the Patriots. I think the Patriots just like puts a sour taste in everyone's mouth. And as soon as he got out and you see a little bit of personality, like he's kind of a dork.
He's a dork.
Like he's kind of a dork and like kind of like a lovable loser as the greatest player of all time can be. Like he's kind of just like a weird dude.
I don't like it when people started feeling bad for him.
Feeling bad for him
like
when?
This year. Like people are like,
yeah.
Lost your wife. Yeah, no shit, you lost your wife. You should come back.
Should have come back.
Guy. It's your fault.
That's why. I mean, you got to know when to hang it up.
You got to
dude.
know.
You got to know.
When
this was not the year.
Your wife tells you I'm going to leave you if you play another season, and you decide to play another season.
He's like, Mike Evans needs me.
And then you have to retire.
Yeah.
That very next year.
That's a bad look.
That's a bad look.
It's a bad look, but
yeah.
I'm not afraid to put. I'll put Manning or not Manning. I'm putting Mahomes above Manning.
Above Peyton.
Right now.
Well, I put Manning above Brady. So.
I mean that's okay. That's your indie boy talking.
Ask yourself one question, Wyatt. If Tom Brady and Peyton Manning switch teams.
Yeah.
In their whole careers. Who has more Super Bowls?
Brady.
Wrong.
When did Manning retire? How old was he?
30.
Brady won how many after Manning retired? After the age difference?
2?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Manning in his last year couldn't move. Yeah. His defense won him that Super Bowl.
That's because the Colts O-line sucked and he got murdered in all of his career. Brady would have too.
I love Peyton Manning. I'm not taking it away from him, but you can't sit here and say that Manning's better than Brady. You just can't.
Threw a better ball.
You can't.
Has the record for most touchdowns in a season. I mean, there's plenty of stats to back it up.
It's a top 5 quarterback. I put him at 4.
The only stat that Brady has is he has more Super Bowls.
I'm putting, head to head. Literally, they play. That's the thing.
Because it's the Patriots versus the Colts.
The thing is,
the Patriots were god of a team.
You can argue Manning, Brady all you want. They were existing during the exact same time period.
I get that.
And Brady won a significantly more. So, like, that's the argument kind of falls flat there. Like they're competing head to head.
I'm a Brady.
Huh?
I'm a Brady hater.
Yeah. Right now I'm sitting Brady. I'll say Montana and then Mahomes, but Mahomes is like just destined to just hop Montana soon. But Montana has 3 MVPs. Like it's all kind of hard to argue with that. But Mahomes just keeps trending, and that's the thing. The 2 above him aren't doing anything else. They're both out. So like he can only go up.
It's crazy. He's been in the league for 5 years.
He's so good. It'll be interesting to see how he changes playing when he gets older. But because he's already, like, since year 2 and 3, where he ran a little bit more, was a little more reckless, he's already changed.
Well, I mean, yesterday he had a bum ankle and he still rushed for 40 yards.
Yeah. So he's good, man. He's really good.
He's so
the holding call. So some stuff has come out since then, since we've last seen you. Mm-hmm. James Bradbury
owned up to it.
You see that?
Thug of a man. Like that guy.
Yeah.
That was such a baller move.
But yeah, I held him.
I still don't think he did. I still don't think he did. And he even admitted to it.
Yeah,
it didn't change his route. It didn't change his path.
I think the thing is it a hold? Is it a penalty? Probably yes, by just like definition.
Right.
I think the issue is they hadn't really.
There was not a lot of penalties that game.
Yeah, they kind of let him play most of the game.
Yeah.
They hadn't really called that. It seemed like it. Maybe it was just a clean game up until then, and there wasn't anything to call, and maybe that's the issue. But I think, yeah, if this is the timing, if any penalty thrown at that time to basically seal the win is going to be like, this penalty, like we're letting the refs decide it.
What I just don't like is that hold. Like, so he holds him kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he kind of grabs the back of his whatever, lower back. And he grabs the jersey, fine. That probably happens 85% of the time on a defensive back makes that play. Where he'll grab a little bit of the jersey just to, like, kind of get his feel, but not actually, like, tug or, like, hold.
Well, someone pointed out on Twitter, like, he basically used... It wasn't a blatant like holding on just to keep Juju back. He kind of held to pull him back into position.
Well, you would have seen Juju then, like he would have gotten pulled. I don't like it. Didn't like when I watched like Juju alone. It didn't look like his path changed at all. Like he wasn't affected at all.
Yeah.
Which is why I have a problem with it. Just because in that time I wish you would just let it play. But I mean, by definition, yeah, it probably is a hold. And you could call it, but nobody wants to see that call at that time.
I agreed. Do you think? I'm assuming Jason Kelce probably retires.
I hope not. I love.
I
feel like all of them. Like I didn't even really know who he was until.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of got the
Kelce bug.
The Kelce bug. That's yeah. They got the Kelce bug.
Seems like a good guy.
I'm worried about Travis because I think without Jason, he becomes very unlikable. You take away like the brother dynamic and take Jason Kelce out of it, the whole jabroni, the party.
Guy just won the Super Bowl.
I agree, but I think it's a slippery slope where he's one kind of. Maybe bad couple games, doesn't perform well, they're not winning, away from like this dude. It's kind of annoying because he's very cocky, very rightfully so because he's arguably the best tight end of all time.
Right.
But there's a point where you take away the lovable brother and that dynamic and all that. I don't know. It's
I don't know.
It could get dicey for him.
That's an interesting take.
Because I've never been the biggest, like, I love Travis Kelce kind of guy. Like Gronk, very likable, like, when he's playing. And, like, people have their own take on Gronk now, whatever. But when he's playing, like, kind of just very likable. I never got that with Travis Kelce. I kind of, not that I hate him, but, like.
Do you think it's because he's so good looking?
No. I mean, like, anyone who did that, like. In a vacuum, his old interviews and stuff, kind of like obnoxious.
I haven't really seen him in interview mode.
He's just at every post game. He's like, "Oh, everyone doubted us. Guess what?
I do hate that.
We're the freaking Chiefs, man, and we're here to party."
I feel bad for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he balled out.
He balled
out. He had one bad play, drops the ball for a touchdown. Obviously, hindsight turns into a lot. 100% agree with Wyatt. This is a first. The chat's agreeing with me. I kind of love this. Thanks, guys. Travis is talented and good looking, but the attitude isn't the best some of the time.
Wow, there you go.
Is this what it feels like when people? It's been quite a long time since people have agreed with me, so I can appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Yeah,
Jalen played
a hell of a game.
He played a hell of a game.
There's few.
He put to sleep all the doubters. I think.
I was one of
Even
them.
with the loss.
I was
The loss, I think he put to sleep the doubters.
I was one of them. I never thought he would be anything like he is now.
It was nuts. How many times did they get into a third
13. Oh, third. Oh, they turned the QB
third
sneaks.
and 1 and just 7 times?
That's just like play design.
It was crazy.
But it is nuts how
it was literally their goal to just make it like a short.
they're gonna change that rule.
Sneak.
They're gonna change that rule.
I don't think they will. How can you change that rule?
Because they just changed it like 2 years ago, where they're allowed to push now. They haven't always been able to do that.
They're like they're the best team at it.
They're very good, and I think I think we can get one more year of other teams adopting it, and then
it doesn't work with Matt Ryan. Like it's not gonna work with some quarterbacks.
It played like, I think it works with 90% of quarterbacks. If you can get you have to have the line for it. It's all offensive line who can get low enough.
Right.
Like you watch the snap, dude. It's crazy how low, some of these linemen are. Like that's a 300-pound man. How is he able to do? It's unreal. Yeah. The post game interview yesterday was so obnoxious. Yeah. I honestly, I think the AFC one was kind of worse, but I get it because they were talking a lot more trash.
I don't really judge whatever you do after you win the Super Bowl or something like that.
Yeah, it's just pure emotion.
The adrenaline and the emotion all coming out.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to...
But yeah, Jalen Hurts proved a lot of people wrong. Proved me wrong. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out him. I like him a lot.
They're in kind of cap hell right now, though. So they may be...
They're the top 10 pick this
year. They're in a sticky situation. They were all in on we have to win this year. They got a lot of money they got to figure out now. They signed a lot of people just to shore up that defense.
Do they have anybody whose contract's up?
I don't know where Lane Johnson's at.
They keep all their...
Yeah, but they eventually have to pay some of those guys now. Like Devontae's probably due for an extension soon.
I think he's got 2 more years.
But he's gonna get they're gonna have to pick up his option and pay him more.
Yeah. That's true.
And they signed Ndamukong Suh for $1 billion just out of nowhere. They signed not Roquan, but another, I don't know. Whatever. So it'll be interesting. This was that's a bummer if you're an Eagles fan, man. That because when the team goes all in like that, like the Chiefs, they're just a talented roster through and through, and you have Mahomes, you can make up for that stuff. A team like the Eagles, you kind of have to go all in and all right, this is our year. We're having a year. Let's do it. And then something like this happens, and you're kind of in trouble. Well, Meek said it's a stupid name anyways. Travis, blah, blah, blah. All right. What else did I want to get to before we wrap up here? Anything else Super Bowl wise? See, we covered Rihanna.
Just a sad way to lose a game.
Stinks to lose. Vikings Colts Super Bowl next year. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be really cool.
Everybody tune in. I did put $10.
You throw a future on it.
Colts to win the Super Bowl at 2,800.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. It'll be an interesting couple of weeks. This is always the worst time where I think we have a 2-week gap where there's no football on the weekends and you really feel it. Mm-hmm. You eventually get past it cut by March 1st. There, yeah. So it's just a tough time right now which I kind of like how they've moved added the extra week to the season because now the Super Bowl's later. Mm-hmm. So if you look at it, it's already the 13th.
Oh wait. Let me throw a little plug in for my boy Shane Steichen.
Okay.
Is it Steichen or Steichen?
I don't know. He's your boy.
He's my boy now, though. Whatever.
Not confirmed yet. You think a little McDaniels action's gonna happen?
Absolutely not. It's gonna be this Shane guy, and what that means is we are throwing the pot in on getting Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud. Okay. Similar play styles to Jalen. Can run a little bit. Mobile. Still have an arm. C.J.'s probably got a better arm. Actually, he definitely has a better arm.
So if you bring in the Eagles guy and you're trying to mold after that, Young's got to be your guy.
Right. Oh, whoa, no.
Stroud can't run like that.
CJ, I don't know why people think CJ.
Because he can't. He's not immobile, but he can't run like that.
He can't run. All right.
He's not running like Jalen.
Well, no one's really running like Jalen besides like Justin Fields. But like to have a mobile quarterback that's big, like he's big and strong. Jalen Hurts squatted like 600 pounds, whatever. CJ's like a strong, big guy. You can mold a lot of your offense off of the same idea that Jalen Hurts is your quarterback.
You got to figure out the O-line, dude, because that's the Eagles.
Have to figure out that O-line for sure. But
a lot of question marks over there in Indy. Over here in Indy. A lot of question marks.
I know.
Lot. I mean, yeah. They have to stop announcing who they're hiring before they hire them.
If we actually don't get this
guy.
That's
crazy to do. If we don't
get this guy. Well, Adam Schefter's the one reporting it.
Well, yeah, because someone's telling him, like, hey, this is their guy. You don't tell people this is our guy until he's signed the dotted line.
I'll be mad.
Meek says 0-time Big Ten champion CJ Stroud.
Come on, man. Why are we hating on my
I like Stroud a lot. I think he might be the best quarterback in the draft.
I think Bryce Young is going to be a Kyler Murray 2.0.
Bryce Young's really good too.
He's so tiny though. He's tiny like Kyler is. Everybody thought that about Kyler, and he's come out. And he's like he's kind of just too small. Like,
yeah, but
just small.
But Kyler did that. Like Kyler was just putting up numbers in an Oklahoma offense that like anyone could put up numbers in. So it was a little inflated.
Anyone could put up numbers in an Alabama offense.
Dude, the receiving core they've had the past 2 years is. I'm not going to say buns because it's still Alabama, but like when they go from like Jerry Jeudy, they have Amari Cooper, they have every guy first rounder. Yeah, every first round. And then all of a sudden those guys aren't in the door. Alabama was only good because of Bryce Young this past year. The only reason they won any games was because of Bryce Young.
Well, I mean, their O-line, their defense is still
But they're not getting top. They weren't getting these top recruiting classes the past couple of years. Georgia was beating them out. Like, it was interesting. I think Bryce Young's very good. I could be very wrong on him.
My dream.
Wrong on Jalen Hurts.
I dream about this when I fall asleep.
Okay.
Is we draft C.J. Stroud, and then in the second round with our second pick, we get Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee, the wide receiver.
He's not dropping the second round.
Oh yeah, he is. That's the mock right now.
He ain't going second. Someone will sneak back in the first and get him.
My dream.
Vikings might take him. Actually,
Vikings ain't getting.
We need a wide receiver too. We're probably gonna go cornerback because Flores wants to play a lot of man, and we'll need another cornerback because I'm assuming we let Pat Pete go.
You guys should draft a quarterback.
I hope in like round 3, maybe, or trade for someone to sit behind for a couple of years. We've probably got 2 more good years of Kirk left, but I want someone to sit for a bit. I want to have a plan. I want to know we have a plan, which I feel like we do. Like
now you know what my life has been like.
No, but now I feel confident now that we have a plan, which I haven't felt that. I didn't feel that with Zimmer. Now I can like understand what our scheme is, why we're trying to do the things we're doing. This was a year where we just didn't have the pieces for that plan, and we just somehow won games. Like the offense we wanted to run, we didn't have the pieces for it. The defense we wanted to run certainly didn't have the pieces for it. We tried to completely flip our scheme, and clearly didn't work. So we'll see what happens there. We'll go ahead and wrap up here. I hate Tennessee. Hyatt is so good.
Hyatt is amazing.
Yeah, he's very good. Do you think Purdy will come back and make bigger moves next season or drop off?
That's what everybody's wondering. It's just what everybody's
I don't know if he's going to be healthy. He's literally won't be healthy till like August. I think you have to ride with him.
At least.
And trade Lance and trade Jimmy. I don't know. That roster's so good though.
Do they have any cap space?
Is camera battery dying or is that the laptop? It's the camera. It'll die here soon. This mic's fucked. So we'll go ahead. Wrap up. Bright side. Weather this week's awesome.
Weather's great.
Awesome, and I'm just forcing myself to go outside. So, yeah, that's my bright side. What you got? You got anything?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Bet. All right, guys. Tomorrow we have a special Valentine's Day episode. I have the voicemail set up, so please take some time if you want to be featured tomorrow. Ask like a Valentine's Day related question. Ask dating advice. Send in stories, funny first date stories. Ask us questions. It'll be a fun show. Very fun Valentine's Day episode, so make sure you tune in for that. Subscribe, notifications, all that stuff. Like the video. That helps us a lot. And Battleflix drops at 7, maybe 7:15 if I can't get it uploaded in time. But stay tuned for that. It's a wild episode, to say the least, without giving too much away. So go check that out. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.